Hey guys, my name is Donald, and then today I want to share with you some of my Visual Studio Code extension. So basically, I use some of them like this. Uh, you can see I use Atom 1 dark theme, and then this will be change your VS Code theme like Atom 1, and then auto close tag for the HTML, auto import for the TypeScript, auto rename tag, and then this is for the AWS, but this one you need to set up your AWS credential first, and then this is beautified. This one is help me to format the HTML, JavaScript, and JSON. Beta Tomo, this one will be the syntax highlighting for the Tomo file, and then this one will be the blanket pair colorizer. So this one will be help me to easier to read the code. It helps me to separate the color like this. Code spell checker is a very useful tool. It will highlight the wrong spelling in your code. Colorize. This one will be show the color based on your CSS. And then I have the dot, Deno. Even the I also have the material theme, Docker .env. It's for the syntax highlighting for the .env file. ESLint is a super useful tool for me to even to format the JavaScript or TypeScript file. FaunaDB, I think this one is quite popular. It's an alternative for MongoDB. Flutter, I think I did not try Flutter yet. I think I will try Flutter soon. Git history, Git length, Golang support for Visual Studio Code, GraphQL. This one will be show the import course for the import library in JavaScript or TypeScript. Later I can open one of my project and then show you. And then this one is the indent rainbow. If you write Python, I think this one is quite useful because it will show the indentation with different color. Jupyter, I guess this one when I install the Python extension, the Python one edit for that. I did not use it yet. Latex workshop, I guess this one is for me to edit some of my latex file. Live share, you can do the real-time collaboration. Markdown preview, so this one I usually use this one for my readme.md file. Material icon theme is quite useful to change your icon in your project. And then this one will be the move TS. I guess this one if you want to move some TypeScript file from one folder to another folder, this one will help you to change the relative the file path in another file. And then I'm using the one dark pool, this color theme. Paste JSON as code. So this one I guess is quite useful for you to generate some type, and then it supports many languages. I usually use this one to paste the JSON response, so I can make the interface in my TypeScript project. And then this one is also for JavaScript or TypeScript, I guess. Usually you can import some library or files. You use this, it will help you auto-generate the path. And then this one you can change the color theme, but I did not use it much. Prettier, I guess, yeah, it's quite useful for JavaScript and TypeScript project. Prisma, I have some project use Prisma. So basically this is the Prisma library extension to have the syntax highlighting for the schema.prisma file. And then Python one, Quokka.js, I guess this one is the extension you can try to create a JavaScript or TypeScript file, and then here you can try to play around some JavaScript or TypeScript function. And then these all are some of the remote containers. I did not use it much. For this REST client, I guess you can create an HTTP file, and then here you can write some post request, get request, and then they will just you will have the response here, and they support GraphQL too. Yeah, this one will be the GraphQL. So basically, you can try to submit a post request with a query. Query will be like this, and then the GraphQL variable will be like this. Then you can submit your GraphQL request. SASS, I think this one will be for the SASS syntax highlighting. For serverless IDE, this one is quite useful because they support AWS SAM model, the serverless application model, and the cloud formation, and even the serverless framework. Now I'm using the serverless framework. So they have something like autocomplete in the serverless framework, in the serverless YAML file. So I guess this one is quite useful. Setting sync. This one is sync your setting to your GitHub gist. So I guess if you have another laptop, another computer, and then if you use VS Code, then you can sync your all the settings or theme or the font size. The setting JSON will be there, so you can sync to another laptop VS Code. But you need to log into your GitHub account. Svelte for VS Code. I have some project for to use Svelte. So basically, this one is the autocomplete and the syntax highlighting for Svelte components. Tailwind CSS IntelliSense. I guess this one is from the Tailwind project. I downloaded from their official website. I think this one is useful. And then yeah, I think there will be another library called Headwind, I guess. So basically they will try to format sort your class name like this, and then I think I will download it later. For VS Code IntelliCode, I guess this one is very useful. It got a lot of autocomplete. VS Code icon, but I think this one is not nice compared to material icon. This one is the like the Tinder in VS Code. I guess this one is quite nice, so I just download and try it. XML tools is for XML formatting and the YAML file formatting. So basically, there is one library called Headwind, I guess. Yeah, this one is for the class sorter for Tailwind CSS. I guess this one is quite useful. I may give a try later. And then yesterday I saw there is a library called Kite. It's a autocomplete plugin for VS Code, and they support multiple, not just VS Code. I think Atom and other like Android Studio and the IntelliJ or the JetBrains IDE, they also support. Yeah. For now, I think I will try to open some of my project to show how my VS Code look like. Okay, so this is one of my project. It's about Singapore bus arrival. So basically, this is the serverless project I deployed to AWS Lambda and API Gateway. So this one I have the GraphQL. So you see the syntax highlighting like this. The VS Code theme I use Material UI. All this. And then the import course is here, I guess. Yeah, the import course is here. And then I can show one of the this file project. Okay, this is this file project. The autocomplete will be like that. This file project will be like that. Yeah, this is the file component with TypeScript. This is the Singapore bus arrival web. And then I have another project called Singapore Bus Arrival app. So this is the React Native app. So basically, all the TypeScript file will be like this, the syntax highlighting and the import cost. Yeah, and then what else I can share? I guess would be the cello. Because I have one of the cello project, I use Tailwind. So basically would be this one. Okay. So this is one of the Next.js project that I use Tailwind CSS. So you can see the Tailwind CSS autocomplete like here. Yeah, so you can see the Tailwind CSS autocomplete like here. If you try to use, like, you can see the Tailwind CSS autocomplete. Yeah, I think that's all for today's sharing. These are all of my VS Code extension. So before I just use Atom, but I think Atom, their plugins and packages, the community did not update quite fast, and the VS Code extension is much better. That's why I keep use VS Code nowadays. Yeah, thanks for viewing this video.